I'm live now?
Yeah, this should. Yeah, you're live.
Okay, cool.
It's
I just, yeah, because I was doing the exact same shit. Literally, I just clicked start streaming, stop streaming like 5 times. All right, well, if it works, it
I'll hang out
works.
for the rest of the round. I'll hang out for the rest of the round. After that, I'll start playing myself. I had a free win.
Oh, well, a lot of people had free wins because we don't know how to run a tournament.
Yeah, yeah, but that's natural.
Yeah,
Um, you're watching Aiko against Simon. Is that correct?
yes, they are going to game three.
All right. Have you watched him? I saw like an SDM just randomly being dropped in game one from Simon. That reminds me of the old Chaos Warrior list that I think Geist used to play. But that was like
Yeah,
years ago. That was even before I started playing.
I think he might be on something similar, honestly, or he might just be teching one skill dark for the 1900 body.
It's probably gonna replace the Zombira. That's the most likely one, right?
Yes.
But then the question is like, it could also replace Kaiku. I don't know. I do not know. Let me replace the link in the announcement real quick because link to the old one, which doesn't work anymore because that one is gone.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, give me the new link.
Sure. 1 second.
Oh, beautiful.
Amazing.
Alrighty, let's hope OBS doesn't crash and my shitty laptop can run this stream for another 7 hours. That would be so awesome.
That would be amazing. You know what the format is? Like how many Swiss rounds we're playing and what kind of top cut it's gonna be? I heard rumors about an asymmetrical top cut, which I would really love.
An asymmetrical top cut? I don't think so. I think it's just top 8.
Unfortunate. I feel like we should really start trying that one. It's basically the Pokemon system, which at the start of the tournament they just tell you like if you go X something, you're gonna be top cut, and like no matter how many people get that record, and it's just the top cut is gonna expand a little bit. I just think it's kind of neat.
It could
Also
be
makes those
interesting
early
to
round losses
try.
a lot. Also makes those early round losses a lot less devastating.
Yeah, should try it for a Patreon one time.
I agree. I agree.
Alright, so it's looking like only 4 or 5 no-show losses sounded out.
So according to the challenge, it's gonna be top 16.
Yeah,
All right. All right.
I don't think that is accurate, but at the same time, I made an announcement months ago about this tournament, and then they decided to change a bunch of shit in the last minute. So anything could happen. I'm just gonna spectate games until someone tells me the day's
Until
over.
things change.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Sangin TT, Spy, Jock, and Grace. That's interesting.
Okay, so I mean, it's interesting that we hold the Grace with 2 TDs in hand.
That is true.
Part of me might have just fired it there.
Maybe just wanted to resolve the spy first, but I feel like that's a little too cute.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of works out. Spy's banished from the deck,
It also
but
it also depends on stuff like do you still have shoots in the deck? Because I think drawing a shoot in that situation would have been really nice. I think that would have been worth digging for.
yeah, I mean, same with a knock, honestly. I
The
don't
only
know
question
if,
again is it still in the deck or not? If they're both gone, then who knows?
yeah.
Ooh, that's actually kind of punishing.
Okay, second,
Second Donny,
second Donnie. Yeah, that's what
second
I'm
Donny.
saying.
Nah, we should really start playing double Johnny. Nobody's gonna see it coming ever.
Yeah.
Right. So is it correct to attack with Late Night first or with Luke, because with Blade Knight first, like if you attack with Donnie first, then you can discard a Karibo so that Blade Knight can't get damage negated, and if you...
I mean, you know there's no Karibo, you just dust shooted him.
Dark coming to the field.
Yeah, but you just dust shooted him.
I know, I'm trying to be ridiculous.
Trying to pretend like these Germans play anything other than Warrior, Turbo, and Chaos Warrior.
But Despair from the Dark is such a heavy punish, though.
It's true. Alright, I think that Graceful's gonna have to come down now.
Gula says that I'm very quiet on stream, so I'm gonna move the mic closer to my mouth. Maybe that's gonna help.
Oh, I think I probably have to just turn you up here too.
Maybe it won't.
There we go. No, I just turned you up on OBS, so you should be good now.
All right.
Okay, we're crashing the Sangan to get more discard fodder. Or wait a minute, Graceful's in the graveyard. That must have been
the guy's already gone.
That must have been an old dust shoot.
Probably just to get the Dark Engrave. No, he does have a Dark Engrave. But I don't get it. I really don't get it.
I mean, maybe he has... I mean, he wants to leave the one Night Assailant engrave for a second one or something.
So we has a Moth in hand. Okay. Okay, this BLS. But couldn't we just have dropped that? Like, couldn't we have just heavied and dropped BLS without the Sanguine Crash?
Yeah, I'm just wondering. Oh, and we don't have a back row.
Maybe he wants this engrave. Like, maybe he has a Sork in hand and he wants like this second light. But we lose to Snatch no matter what. Alright.
Yeah, in my mind I was kind of wondering.
Still about the Moth. But Moth gets negated by Blade Knight. We know about Thunder Dragon, which can't be played right now. Yeah, also like with Thunder Dragon, there's actually no reason to want the light like this. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, with Spies gone, this seems incredibly risky.
Yeah. Both of these players, by the way, with multiple invites this season already. Aiko won a Patreon and then got second at the biggest ever GGP. And I don't really know where Simon got his invites from. But, well, he won a Patreon as well, but I think he got another one somewhere.
Probably an Osnabrück.
Maybe? Nah. But Aiko did get an Osnabrück.
Yeah, so this is... I mean, we don't know about Moth from... Or I guess, yeah, we do have the Sangan. Okay, so this is the Moth.
It's gotta be Moth then, right? Most likely.
Well, his hand
Does he have anything to use? He has the Grace still.
His hand is dragons too, right? So, yeah, his hand is 2 Thunder Dragons.
One Thunder Dragon in hand, because... No, one Thunder Dragon, because one is banished, one is engraved. And it was the Moth.
Nope, there's not one engraved.
Actually, there isn't one engraved. I lied. I am a filthy liar.
That's oh my god, and we're just passing.
Sasuke ends the game. Rota ends the game. But we don't have it. Maybe a ring? Ring set? Oh!
Yeah, and with the book gone, like, the ring's gonna walk, unless...
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be rung now, right? Okay. So there's no ring. There was also a cute line here where you done tribute set Thunder Dragon over BK.
I was about to say I might have just done the tribute set there because we need to survive.
Yeah. But I don't even know because you have to race them because as soon as that ring hits, like as soon as that ring gets drawn, the match is over. So I think you just have to pressure right now.
Yeah, but with 2 Thunder Dragons in hand, it's more pressure to tribute summon because 16 and it's not gaining him 1,000. Like the Blade Knight's 16 either way.
Well, it depends on what the face down is, right? Like,
yeah.
If the face down's a spy, then I think this would have been very good. Well, that's kind of annoying. Oh, spies are all banished. It can't be spy.
Yeah, spies are
Deco,
gone.
Even Knight Ascendant, I think, is worth setting. It is a moth, and we're probably grabbing the Grace. I can actually see Book. I can kind of see Book because it saves you against MST stuff on Snatch, and it also saves you from Ring.
Yeah, I mean, what we're scared of, or what I'm scared of right now, Heavy's gone.
I'm not saying Grace is wrong, but I think Book is at least worth a thought.
Yeah, I mean,
The
I
MST
guess.
breaker would have been useful, right?
Well, yeah, like Simon's got MST Breaker Snatch left.
Yep.
But I mean, there's also a world where like just getting the book is kind of playing not to lose. I'm just worried about between the Upstart Goblins and the Snatch Steal. Like we really gotta start putting the clock down. Actually lowering Simon's life points. Cause say he does have like a MST this turn for the Blade Knight or something. Or like a Saku. If we don't make like a Tribute Summon Thunder Dragon play, he's gonna be over his starting life total to 16, and we're down our BLS already.
I think actually, yeah. It is tricky. It is definitely tricky.
I'm really curious. Okay, he just said
because you also need some defense here.
No, exactly. Yeah,
You need some defense here because running over Moth is also dangerous. Book is dangerous. So many things are dangerous here.
Yeah, just something I wonder about is oh, sorry, I'm so tired.
That's okay.
Yeah, like if what I was gonna say is if Akko's siding like more of a warrior side, then I kind of like the graceful because you're bound to have a lot more protection in the deck. Oh, and he found the Tsukiyomi. That's actually huge.
Yeah.
Because next turn he even has the option to turn that Snatch Steal off.
True. You can search for Heavy. That ring really is a threat.
Yeah, I mean at this point
we're discarding.
I think you more or less have to play.
It's Kaiku.
You have to play in a way like he's not going to draw it. If he draws it, there's not much you can do.
The bad thing about doing here is that now the Blade Knight is pushed, so I guess you don't have a Sasuke in hand. That's something that's at least readable.
Yeah. I mean, what Simon really needs right here is a MST, honestly, and just try and get Blade into that Faith.
Yeah, but Eiko also is very likely to have a Saku down there. I'm not even sure if the Blade Knight would connect.
Yeah.
Oh, he does actually discard the Tsuki. Interesting. Kind of makes me feel like he has a Zork in hand. Almost anything I feel would have been played.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what we really keep. I don't know what we really keep here over Tsukiyomi when we have this board state.
I think it's literally Zork.
Oh, and we're setting Upstart? I would have liked to discard that to duo.
Yeah, for sure. And now you can't even flip them off properly now because now you're playing into shoot.
Well, I think if you flip them off now, you have to get Book back. Like,
maybe.
Well, you're out of discard fodder, and you're just like.
So what's the line? Attack with Blade Knight, main phase 2, flip them off, I guess.
I mean,
search Book.
His hand is all potentially live cards. I think if we're flipping them off, we're just flipping it in main phase 1.
Okay. Because now you're playing into TT and Mirror Force. I mean, Mirror Force isn't that big of a deal, but TT kind of is.
Well, I don't think you are because
getting
you're...
MST.
Weird.
So
hit
we're
the new
hunting.
one. No, he's hitting the old one,
He
and
did
it was
hit
the
the
Mirror
Mirror
Force.
What do we have? Do we dare to commit into a potential TT? We do. It is the sword. Probably, I think that was the one that he kept over Tsuk, which I
Yeah.
can understand.
No, it's got to be. Okay, I'm gonna need a translation here. Oh, is he saying he forgot to set a back row and get Blade Knight big?
Yeah, he gave it him 400 LP because he's an idiot. Is what he's saying.
Hmm.
And they're both hoping that that's going to be the difference. Nice little heavy's already out by Simon.
I'm hoping that these multiple invite holders don't let a Blade Knight attack stat like that be the difference in their game. Personally.
Well, that's the difference. That's why they have multiples and we have none.
I have one.
Actually, do you have one?
Yeah, I won the MVP.
Unfortunate. Where did you get it? Right, I forgot about it.
Oh,
that was very recent too.
Yeah. Breaking my heart. All right, let's look at the scoreboard.
I feel like the MVP tournament doesn't really get much coverage. I feel like there should be more done about it. I'm not really sure what there could be done because it's also multi-day. You can't really stream it all. Okay, Snatch is very nice.
Well,
could be good here.
The big issue with it is simply that if you make it a live event, then it's less of the actual MVPs, and if you make it multi-day, there's no.
Yeah, you can't do that.
They were trying to push for it. I had to actually push pretty hard to. They wanted to just run it as a one-day thing.
I think it's good that it's multi-day because it should. The players who qualified for it should be able to play it no matter what.
Yeah. Well, and I remember I got asked. I went 7-5 one season and got asked to play when they were running it live because I woke up that day and they're like, "Oh, you got 26th overall in the season, and we have 20 no-shows."
To be fair, that was the second season of the season because those are always short on time. So if you want the invite for the Worlds that is coming up, you probably have to do it live. But if you have a choice, I prefer the multi-day for sure. But yeah, I still feel like there should be more to be done about it. There should be more focus on it because even getting into the MVP tournament is already an achievement. Yeah,
it's one of the more difficult fields, and especially when you got guys who won the War League and didn't get their invite, they're out for blood.
Yeah, they do bleed a lot.
Okay, well, this is really quite funny. He changes the Moth to defense mode and puts Simon to 23. If he left Moth in attack, Ring would have been a tie.
Also, Mirror Force is out, so there wasn't even a punish.
Well, I guess the punish is this back row's fake, and if he summon attacks with a Blade Knight, you just lose. Or a Skilled Dark.
That's true. Yeah, that is actually just true.
Yeah, I don't think Mirror Force is the reason to defense mode them off here, but at the same time, there's a funny world where that could have. I guess with Snatch Steal Out, it's not really that likely. Simon would have gone to 3 anyway.
But maybe you should at least have them both in attack while you attack with Blade Knight, and that just shift it to defense in main phase 2 anyway.
Yeah,
because there's no punish for it.
Yeah, do a little.
It's not going to make a difference. I'm just,
Well, it is going to make a difference because you got to be performative. Performativity is
Shout
like
out to Bluetooth.
one of the cruxes of Go format.
Well, no, you get the edges where you can get them. Doesn't matter how tiny they are.
Exactly.
If like we're playing a format where like the best matchups you can get are like 55% win rate for you. You gotta push those percentages any way you can.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. If a tiny play can make it 55.5, like that's not insignificant in the long run.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, I want to check the scoreboard and see if we got any. Who's got some round one wins here? AJT,
Carl Wade won against Bluetooth.
Oh no, not the tooth.
That's very sad. AJT won against Logar. Delinquent won against Pax.
Oh, this is
Levin won against Pim.
This is a big tribe infecting virus for Simon here.
I'm not even sure if I like it. That Zombira isn't doing anything. That Morph isn't dangerous.
Yeah, I'm just wondering with Mirror Force Torrential out.
Maybe you just don't want to lose to Sork. But even Sork doesn't win on the spot.
Yeah. And he's down to 1 Chaos, right? Like he's been through BLS Sork. Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I wonder. I feel like maybe he should have just held there. Because, yeah, Zombira was just doing his damn thing of nothing.
Zombira does tend to do that. I've really fallen out of love with the card. It used to just be the anti-warrior staple. By now, I kind of prefer Cypher Soldier.
Yeah, Cypher 7 and Stay in the Sun. I mean, I think the problem with Zombira is even though the body's decent in that matchup, it's still just, it's so tempo negative, and yeah, people know how to play around it. People don't put sorcerers
Especially
in
now.
defense mode. Like, I don't know, I was about to say people don't just like slam tribe and kill it for no reason when it's not pressuring them, but sometimes they do. Sometimes they do.
We've just seen it happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, also that just
But
the
I
siding
think
patterns from warriors shifting so much towards the flip package made Zombira much worse because now warriors aren't as reliant on battle damage anymore.
Yeah. Well, and I think the other thing with Zombira is it doesn't have a ton of applications. Like Cypher's a level 3 into burn, and just, yeah, it comes up in more matchups. Zombira, I feel like you need it for exactly warrior, but like, you're not bringing that in against burn. Hopefully not bringing it in
So
the
responding
mirror
to the chat real quick, I do agree that the naming scheme for this series is quite unfortunate. However, it is what it is. It is what it is, and it's a second version, so that's where we are. We don't talk about it.
Oh, is somebody taking umbrage with calling this tournament World War II?
Well, I think it deserves the raised eyebrow that we got. I think it does.
Oh yeah, but you got to keep him raising eyebrows for engagement.
Yeah, that's true. It's basically rage bait.
Exactly, yeah.
To really rage bait people, I think you should just show Turbo Mirrors for the rest of the tournament. Even if there are none going on, just search the ladder for some Turbo Mirrors.
Oh, I mean, I would love that. I was trying to give us a round 1 Ivan Rosito feature match, but his opponent took too long to show up.
Unfortunate.
But I just knew that the GOAT World on YouTube, I knew what they wanted to see, and that was somebody thinking really long and hard in a turbo mirror.
Yep.
Yeah, I gotta figure out a way to get the chat to show. Because I can't see any of the any of the YouTube chatters, unfortunately. Okay, we had a set breaker from Akko.
That's interesting.
I really don't know about that. I mean, into one back row like that too.
I mean, it's not like he has another Moth in hand unless he plays 3, which I don't think he does. Maybe he has like a Deco in hand and wants that one to go through, but 1 is banished. I'm not even sure if he plays 2 still. Because especially like the damage would have been valuable again, especially if you don't use the counter, if you just swing, because then suddenly the ring is a draw. It's very relevant.
Alright, SDL Killa just took out Pike Freak.
Unfortunate.
Red Gamer 7 taking a round 1 win, the Greek legend.
Who did he beat?
An Italian named Giacomo. I'm not sure who that is.
That's Giacomo later.
Oh, is it? Okay, yeah.
I think so. I assume it is.
I don't think it is. I think
Oops is also back, and he's won. I remember that Oops placed second the last time this tournament was played, or the first time this tournament was played, but he didn't even get invite from it because he played on an alt for no reason at all.
Oh my goodness. A tragic choice made by one of our favorite Canadians. One of the finest Canadians, truly, Oops of Cow.
Yep. The fakest of the French.
Alright.
Alright, there's the Kaiku. Sork on the board means that Ring is no longer the win, so Simon needs to find another win con. I guess it's still a draw con.
Oh.
Oh, does he need the light? The dark?
He does, yeah.
He does. He doesn't have a single dark engrave.
No.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. So yeah, he has to drop the Sork now. And hope that the Sork just kind of walks. So what is still in the deck? TT is out, Mirror is out. There's one Saku out. There might be multiple Sakus. Double Raigeki Break is out, so I think that's also it.
Yeah.
There should be a Tribe still in deck for Eiko, but he can't even play that out of hand now.
Yeah, he's gonna need to Pot of Greed into it or something. He does still have, he's got Pot and Duo left. Duo obviously less than ideal into the 2 Thunder Dragons in Simon's hand.
Yeah, he probably would even rip it here because it opens you up to so many game shots.
Yeah. And if this is like a Duo in hand, it's pretty smart to hold for the Tribe here because you need that. Okay, now do we have another Kaiku, another beefy little summon to try and get those last remaining life points out of Eiko? I mean, here's the thing, right? Oh, I need to see, has he been through? No, yeah, because there's no darks. Like, if he has Sangan in hand, it's actually kind of a tough decision. I think that's Sangan. That's 100% Sangan. Because he thought for so long.
It could also be Moth and Deco. It could be Moth or Deco, because one Moth is out. I'm pretty sure that he plays 2. I think I've seen him slide into a Deco as well.
I don't think you think for that long.
That also explains why he didn't have any splice. I think Moth he would still think that long for. Because Moth is also so tricky because you can't really flip it manually if you don't have game, because suddenly you can just attack over Moth for game. And there's the Tribe.
Okay, pitch the Duo because you're so good at this
combo.
game.
And what do we see? It is Sangan. It is Sangan.
Yeah, I knew it.
So what are we searching? Lady.
See, he made the right call too, because he obviously was thinking about just summon attack and dying to exactly Tribe because Breaker's gone. Oh, we're forgetting Serpent.
So I think Simon literally can only win via Ring now, or at least draw. Sork is out. I don't think he can. Yeah, Call is already out, so he can't get it back. BLS is out.
Man,
I don't see a way for him to push through now.
Eiko just forgot the Serpent on top of his graveyard.
True, and that's actually really relevant in these situations because suddenly your opponent knows that this is a real card, so something like Minecon is much more appealing.
Yeah. Well, it just completely gives up the bluff. Like there's
Yeah.
no, I don't know if we had two cards in hand, this game state is kind of completely different.
Yeah. Even stuff like Regeki Break. You would never Regeki Break into something that could very well be a Serpent.
Well, he's out of breaks.
All right.
Unless he
I
brought
think
the
that's
third
it.
one in. Yeah, do
I
we
think that's
have...
it. Simon says he didn't have the balls, so I guess Simon had a game shot that he just didn't take. And there's a draw. We're going into game 4. Are you ready, boys?
Beautiful.
Unless there's a... Oh, is Eiko thinking about something here? Does he have a third Regeki Break trying to extend the game somehow? No, it is.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't even
Wonderful.
know if it's worth it. I think if you're Eiko there, you just probably have to take the draw.
I agree.
Alrighty, let's see. I want to check.
I want to check the timer real quick.
Yeah, that's what I did. We got 5 minutes left.
I think this is the point where I would side for overtime. I think I would kick those upstarts, kick out the duo, get your Vox in, and just, be prepared. Be prepared.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, I think these guys are both...
Okay, apparently Simon was thinking about like a line where he tribute summons Thunder Dragon. But I don't know. No idea. Not even sure if it was the end that situation was in, or if he had that option earlier. But yeah, they're both siding, so I'm pretty sure that they're both going to go into their overtime side. Also very interesting here, the first invite that Eiko got in the Patreon that he got because Simon scooped to him in the semifinals, because Simon already had an invite and they're teammates.
Oh, interesting. A little bit of corruption.
A little bit of corruption.
Alright, while these guys are siding, I'm just going to go get some tea.
Alright. Yeah, in case people don't know, we have 111 players today. We're playing 7 rounds of Swiss into top 16. And yeah, as always, 1 invite per 32 players. I think that should be 3 today. But I didn't do the math, so I might be wrong. But I'm pretty sure I'm right. I would like one of those invites. That would be very nice. But a lot of strong players in this lineup today. So many strong players. It's probably also because it's been played in War League, where a lot of the strong players already congregate, and I don't think it's as open to everybody as the other Discord servers are. Although the invite is public, like anybody can join, it's just not something that everybody's aware of. And we're going into RPS one final time. And I think they're also about to go into time.
Alrighty. And we're back for some fucking high stakes rock, paper, scissors. I actually always wonder about that. How fair it is to, how fair the rock, paper, scissors in the draw game state is. Like, I know there's not really a better way of doing it.
Okay, apparently Echo got kicked out of the game.
Uh-oh.
So I assume that we're just starting straight into overtime.
I would assume so.
Also applauding Monte Cristo here real quick, who won his match, but realized that actually the game shot that he won on wasn't game. Basically, it was like a confusion with Morphling Jar deckout rulings, and he went to the judges to get that fixed. Applauded.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Applause to the guy.
Awesome to see somebody come forward and admit to something that doesn't benefit them at all. Like, in fact, the opposite.
Yep. Always good to see some sportsman-like conduct.
Absolutely.
Right. Do you know if they are already in time? Are you like responsible for that?
I believe
Okay, it is
Wink
time.
should be, but yeah, it is time.
Yeah, Simon has said it, so
Yeah.
this is turn 1 out of 4. This can be a little confusing because technically the turns are 0 to 3. So when somebody tells you they're in the third turn, it can mean different things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but as long as both players get
Yeah,
two turns,
that's how they're counting as well.
We're chilling.
We're now counting turn 0, and then we're gonna move on.
Yeah, I mean, luckily these guys are
just
pros.
really confusing. It's just really confusion in the, in the way you talk about it. Right, Eiko trying to figure out how to best win this, as always, but especially now because time is no longer an issue. We're already in it. Oh, I like it. I like it. Okay, we have a Serpent on the side of Simon.
An Akko with Thunder Dragons and a Night Assailant flip combination. Bit of a classic.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's an amazing card destruction. You love to see it. Even if your opponent has Serpent here, it's still great for you.
Yeah, I mean, Serpent just doesn't get the chance to get value in this kind of situation.
Okay, again. Planning. A tricky part here is always, if you're already turbo, Mind Cons are actually so strong against you in overtime just because they can sneak that damage that just wins it for free.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you could go -4, hit somebody once, and kind of just walk.
Also, Nobleman, just getting that one-off removal, attack once, and be happy is strong. You can't even... Like, I assume that he's not even playing around Heavy Storm here anymore because it kind of doesn't matter, right? You just have to avoid damage. If they have heavy, they have heavy.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, so that's the first turn, the first battle phase of the match.
Yeah, we'll see how juicy Simon's card destruction, or Akko's card destruction was for Simon, rather.
Yeah.
Because obviously...
We haven't seen Trinity from both of them in the starting hands. Oh, yeah. I can hear a card being activated, but I can't see it.
Oh,
Knock. All right.
Yeah.
And we said a bunch of stuff as well.
Beautiful.
Back to you. Possibly the only battle phase that Eiko is going to have in this match is coming up. Saku got out. Oh, that's nice. I love that. That plays around Dust Shoot as well. That is really, really nice.
Oh,
he can't activate that here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was his... Alright, these multiple invite holders really showing what they're made of.
Yep.
I jest, of course. These guys are strong players.
You have to.
But you have to, yeah. I didn't hire myself to stream World War II to not try and make fun of people.
Exactly, that's the spirit. And we jar, just playing around Dust Shoot again. So this is especially annoying for Simon now that the MST is known, because now Aiko can fire a breaker or an MST on the left card.
Yeah, like if
and
he
then
has
just kind of
if he has
swing.
breaker knock or breaker mind control, he just gets 16 damage and through most back row here.
Okay, now we MST the break, a key break. Alright. Just a little bit of safety. Pot, that is also pretty good.
Yeah.
Also, technically, this is the last turn of the match, so something like end phase Vox are going to.
Yeah. Yeah, if these players have the
they're
foresight.
just confused about. Yeah, they're just confused about the way that things are.
Like the sudden death?
No, they're not a sudden death yet.
Well, they go to sudden death after this turn, right?
Exactly. And here we go. No Vox from Aiko. I think if I'm not actually I'm not sure if we do fire it, but yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
that's
Simon got it.
GG's.
Aiko with the nice draws. Always great to see Decorum.
Well, he's not wrong. Some draws are nice. All right. Round 2 should be starting fairly soon, so I'm going to leave the call now. I'm going to leave all of you guys
good.
with Dill for the rest of the tournament.
I'm going to do my best. Okay? I'm going to do my best to try and bring up the chat so that I can actually see what the people are saying. If I drag this out of there, here, what does OBS look like? Okay, not bad. Yeah, I don't think the YouTube chat is going to work, unfortunately. Computer's too old and slow. You'll just have to ping me on Dueling Book with any questions. Oh, never mind. Grumple's a hero. He sent me a link to the YouTube pop-out chat. Oh, wow. And we actually have 49 viewers? I can't believe that. I figured I was streaming to like 10 people. Alrighty. Oh, we got Jerky in the chat today. Thought he had exams personally, but happy to see you here with the #1 crown next to your name. Let's make sure everything's proceeding as it should in the Discord here. Oh, thanks, Kirky. I'm happy to be streaming again. They let me back in the GoFormat.com saddle after copyright infringement gate the last time I streamed that FLC. Alright, so it looks like at the moment we're just trying to fix a single pairing in the bot. We had a guy whose opponent didn't realize he won. And this player, Monte Cristo. Yeah, I don't exactly know how this happened. He attacked into a morphing jar with less than 5 cards in deck, and his opponent told him he didn't lose. Interesting take from his opponent, but I think all we got to do is fix that one pairing, and we should be good for round 2. Alright, looks like we got pairings up, many people hosting. Any requests for our feature match here? A Splevin feature next round. A Splevin feature, you know I can feature a regulator. As much as I know that the people do on this channel generally just want to watch turbo mirrors, I guess we can have a little bit of Splevin as a treat. Alright, where is Splevin? Okay, I don't see Splevin starting. Unfortunately, I might have to just watch somebody else if I don't see... Yeah, I think we're watching Grumple. Grumple and Oracle, two extremely cool players. We weren't too late, we're not even going to miss any of their incredibly high level plays. We just got Grumple at 6 cards in hand. Alright, summon a Sangan, set a back row. This is peak Go format. Kirky getting banned. This is peak Go format YouTube. Alright, and down comes Oracle's Sangan. Alright, we're going to do some searching. Now, turn player here is, of course, Chainlink 1, so Grumple's gonna search first. Grabbing some serpents. Oracle's got the graceful for it. Grumple might too. I'm gonna be curious to see if he held that or not. Oh, and how many Night Assailants do we have? Just one. Just one. It could be worse. And Serp goes down to hand size. It's interesting that we're choosing not to set the spy here. Or wait a minute, I'm sorry. That was the same turn we used. We summoned the Sangan. What am I talking about? See, that's why they're playing in the tournament and I'm just casting it. Alright. Nobleman, okay, and that's gonna banish 2 spies out of Oracle's deck, I would imagine. Yeah, so we didn't draw 2 of them. Grumple doesn't have any in hand. You know what, Kirky? The one of Deep Prison could be kind of sick. But there is a pretty good punish for attacking with Sangan. It's you let them keep the Sangan in attack mode and you go end phase MST, drop BLS, attack, Ring of Destruction. It's a pretty good punish. Alright, hopefully Oracle's got some back row. Or he's going to be discarding 2 cards to hand size. Serpent Thunder Dragon going down here into a Naked Spy. Grumps wishing he main deck the Kaiku. Yeah, Kaiku would absolutely crush here. Unfortunately, Grumple might be too worried about his reputation to be putting Kaikus in the main deck. Something he might never hear the end of. Honestly, it's hard to say what Grumpy's on. Return seems probable. Oh, I know Grumpy doesn't main deck Kaiku. I'm just saying right now he probably wishes he did. And yeah, that Angel coming down just confirms that we are on return 100%. Yeah, he did grab Spy off the Sangan. Oracle grabbed Serpent, a Fire to Charity. Grumple grabbed, or no, he didn't grab Spy, sorry. All 3 of them got knocked. Shit, I actually don't know what he grabbed off the Sangan. It could have just been the Angel, if he knew that was the light he needed. Okay, I'm actually just tripping. He did get the Spy off the Sangan. He set it the following turn, passed back, and then got knocked. Okay, I do like defense mode Chaos Sorcerer into the Angel deck. But it might not matter. Might just be able to grace into the chaos attributes with no help. Pitching Beatles and Zabor. So we pretty much know that this can't be a dark set then, right? Because if it's a dark set, we're slamming BLS every day there. Like, there's no way the play is just set 3 and a Deco. It would have had to be an Angel. Or a DD Lady, maybe a main deck Roulette Barrel. Alright, Tribe is pretty ballsy coming out here from Mako. Or from Oracle. They got all the same letters in there. Yeah, it was DD Lady. And the hand is... yeah, no Thunder Dragons, no Serpents. Sorry, there's one Thunder. One Thunder, that's Oracle's hand. Angel goes in. Okay, we're dusting the Snatch Steal. Yeah, with Mirror Force Torrential not gone, I'm not summoning the second monster ever there. Pot of Greed's a good one. That'll help get Oracle back in the game here. Third back row, we got Chaos Live for him. Rum still has Heavy. I think one of those has to be Mirror Force or Torrential though. Yep. Yeah, Book the Deco, pretty good play. Alright, Oracle's starting to stabilize. Ooh. This guy is a mighty destabilizer though. Sork over the Deco is game here. Do we have action? We don't. Oracle goes down. DeKirky trying to appeal to the old men that play Go format by saying Book is a good card. If you're at least 30 years of age, I know you think Book is a good card, but we got some young guns starting to get convinced too. Alright, quick siding from both duelists. They're confident in their plan for this matchup, I suppose. Ooh, and that is a card that Oracle is slamming down confidently as well. Alright, are we going to put the light in the bin here? Return's best case into duo is definitely just putting Chaos live and getting aggressive. Ditch the Minecon. Alright, do we have MST Ring Graceful Charity BLS? No. And I guess here we just hope that there's not another knock. I guess both players kind of hoping that, honestly. Grump could... Oh, yeah, second mind control out of Grumple. So this, I think, is real. I think when we see the mind control get pitched, we get a little braver with our sets. It's a spy. I mean, that's the most likely. I'm assuming that's the only 3 of Monster and Oracle's deck other than Thunder Dragon here. Yeah, Grump's just playing it slow. The Sangan's going to be a bit of a thorn. Okay, and there's Chaos for Oracle. I mean Chaos as soon as he tribute summons, if that's what the card in hand is. He could go tribute, drop BLS. If that back row's strong, we might be able to start locking it up. Now Oracle kind of in a good spot here because Zaborg is decidedly mid into this board of face-up Spy Sangan. Alrighty, third spy. 4 spies total. Okay, here comes the Zaborg. And yeah, Zaborg normally much more of a blowout against Chaos Turbo. And it's clearing cards here, but Sangan gets its search, Chaos is live. Oracle with the Dust Tornado. Super good card versus return. And Ring getting gone is awesome. Alright, Magician, pretty huge there. Second duo is going to be tough to recover from. Okay, Tsukiyomi takes out the Zaborg. Scary spot not to have a monster on board here. Grumple only sending in one spy though. Yeah, this is nice. With Sook known in hand, means the Grumpy has to answer the Deco. We're going to need a Battle Trap here though, because Crashing Angel would be super strong. Oh, that's good. Balance out those duos that he's been getting hit with. Alright, and it was the Mirror Force. Oh, and he gets it. Damn. Okay. Quick 2-0 from Grumple. Now maybe we keep that return train rolling, see what Big Splev is up to. Oh, no game. Darn. Alrighty, let's see, who are we gonna watch next? Sight. I mean, Sight's always cooking. We're in game 3. MST is being used. I assume we're thinking about if we want to chain our card. Great work, by the way, Grumple. The way you top deck Pot of Greed into BLS was just stellar. Alright, Acid Trap Hole. The signature Sight technology taking out a set Exiled Force. Oh my god. And the set Exile Force converting into a Gigantes. With a normal summon here, we can take Sight. Oh, with a Dimension Fusion, we can take Sight off of Stein. Or rather, yeah. Okay, okay. Do we have another Di-Fi? Alright, so Lily and Stein are both offline. Takes out a lot of the kind of combo pieces from the strategy. It does need life points to do its thing. So no traps, no Stein, no Lily. Looks like it could be a tall order for Sight. Sephiroth going balls to the wall might have paid off. But at the same time, you can never discount. I'm sure Sight has 6 unbelievable 1-ofs in his hand right now. And could do either anything or nothing with them. Alright, and Sight is thinking, the mathematical calculations drifting around in his head. How do we do 6,000 damage? You did too much damage last turn, an admittance of defeat, possibly? Alright, we're gonna see a last will here, I imagine. Yup. Yeah, 2 last wills. Ooh, and an enemy controller, so we can crash the Gigantes. One of our last wills can get us a warrior lady to deal with the Jinzo. So I mean, if we get warrior lady and like a random defense mode monster, we can clear Jinzo, both Gigantes, and we can pass with... Yeah, Exile Force I guess does the trick too, that saves you on life points. Yeah, I mean there's a world where Sight gets a couple more turns here, but we're still going to have 6,000 of Sephiroth's life points to chew through, which is obviously less than ideal. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured, defense mode Sangan. So we pop the Jinzo, blow the Gigantes, maybe set a back row and hope that we can get around to next turn. Kind of feel like Sight's back row is extremely fake here. And it was. Alrighty. So Earth Aggro Dimension Fusion Pile taking the dub. Alright, so Simon already got some stream time. We got Ivan going. Livesy, Marvin, Masha versus Blue, Killer versus D-Day Merrick. Alrighty, Killer down game 1, big zing. Quite the game state we walked into here. Oh, D-Day, Abyss Soldier. I knew I clicked this match for a reason. Now I'm going to assume that 2 of these back row are pinned under that zinger here. Oh, but no action, we're just passing. Now I wonder, with no monsters on the board, like, I think we have a BLS in hand, that makes a lot of sense here. No lights in the graveyard, want to try and bait D-Day into putting something in attack mode. Get a little double tap to win the game. There's also a world where none of these are chainable. We could have Trinity pieces, Nox, stuff like that just rotting in our hand too. Alright, Reaper coming face up. I'm gonna see a Nobleman, yeah. Killer thinking about if he wants to Solemn Judgment this. I assume. It was just the 3rd spy. Alright. Now this could hit a BLS. Sakuretsu. Yeah, so if two of those are locked, yeah, so he did have a nobleman in hand that he couldn't play last turn. Roulette barrel and goat control. Crazy. Must have a shining angel in the board or something for warriors. Can't imagine we're just playing this as a raw one of. Do the Tomobus dance on stream. Man, I think if I did the Tomobus dance on stream, the Go Format YouTube channel might get shut down. Oh, sorry, Insidious. I mean, you know when you got me on the stream, there's going to be some harsh noises. Alright, leaving that back row spot open to play some cards. Alright, ring on the breaker. So yeah, we had ring down into all face downs. And D-Day reaching that point. Two back row locked under Zing. I don't know which ones they are. We joined a little too late. But I mean, two Solemns and a normal summon locks the game up, right? D-Day thinking about dropping a Chaos? Okay, flipping a Call to Haunted. So maybe it's the two end back rows. Yeah, so one of them was a Solemn. I'm going to assume these two are zinged up. Third Solemn and a normal could lock it up here. Call could have been baiting the Chaos. Or rather, like, Call to bait the response. No, you summoned already. You summoned Breaker. Oh, Killer caught it too. That's good. Alrighty. Normal summon with a Solemn back there. Are we gonna walk? A set. I'm assuming... Oh, interesting. I know Killer loves his morphing jars, but I was just thinking, like, D-Day doesn't have a lot of cards. I don't know if setting morphing jar is the play here. Like, do we really want it to resolve? I guess if it resolves now, we probably just win. Yeah, I don't love that this potential morphing jar gives D-Day outs to get back into the game. Especially with Heavy Storm not gone yet. Alright, up comes the Moth. My guess is this just grabs a Nobleman here. Torrential could be huge for D-Day if he's got a Sangan back there. Because you Torrential and the Knock is dead. Any response? No, he just lets it slide here. So if we can flip a back row, we can get that knockdown. But again, we got 5 back rows. If a bunch of those are Solemns and Sakus, we're gonna have to have D-Day do something before Killer can play. Ooh, so he does have the ring, which means the ring was not under the Zing. Does that mean it's these two that are under? Okay, yeah, and he did have that BLS the whole time. Oh, and it was the Sangan too, just no Torrential. Okay, so yeah, for sure it's these two under Zing because the rest of them have all been activated. Hey. Wait. Okay, maybe we're missing more context. And it could just be that under Zing and the other card got chained. Would have had to have been that Scapegoat though. Yeah, that's actually a good point, Curtis. The Zing he could have done a 1-1. That would actually make a lot of sense. He tried to do a game shot. Okay, Now, I didn't see if that serpent was a top deck. I wonder if there's a world where you meta one of the tokens so that he thinks you set a real flip. Yeah, I wish you could put the poker chips on set cards for like tear equips when they have the same sleeves or zing. It would be such a good quality of life change. Because in real life you can just put a dice on them and it's easy, but yeah, it's weird that you can only put the little poker chips on face-up cards. Okay, here comes a Monarch. Or a Jinzo? Oh, it is a Jinzo. Holy. Alright. And a Tomato. Going in for lethal here. Will the killer be killed? Damn, and the Jinzo walks with it. Craziness. Alright, we got about 10 minutes left on the round here. Gonna take a look, see who he's still got playing. Masha and Blue, I think that might be the pick. Or John Wick and Apoptosis. Let's go. Game 3. We don't see a stumbling here, but it's possible that Apoptosis is... I don't even know about possible. I think it's likely that Apoptosis is using his signature clown control strategy here. Oh yeah, I see it here. Preminox stumbling off a shoot, so... So yeah, it is. It is clown control. Snatch stolen DD assailant, trying to get there. Yeah, Jinzo is a reasonably strong card. Oh, and there is the Dream Clown. I think we're about to see a stumbling get activated here. Apop with his clown slop, indeed. But does he have the stumbling? There's a world where that was maybe just one of his Rhoda targets. Wick's gonna gain that stack. Yeah, there we go. And there it is, the mighty stumbling. Now we're about to get down with the clown, I think. All right, will this... Oof, and the Dream Clown collides with Wick's Spy. That is going to be a problem. Little double Snatch Steal action. Storm would just go nuts for Wick right about now. Seeing as that Snatch Steal is entirely vestigial. Now this is obviously quite good for the Turbo player because he's... Ooh, a card destruction. I was going to say he's really happy to sit around until he finds good stuff, but doesn't look like he wants to sit around. So it's got to be a good back row if we're not going to card D it away. Could be a ring, could be another Regeki break. Oh, it's a swords. Okay, so the clown's going to get to do its clown thing here. Get rid of one of these spies. There it is. I don't know why we set a back row before we jog when our opponent doesn't have anything down. There's not really a punish. I don't know how relevant it is that he knows, like, okay, we set the card we had in hand already and not what we jogged into, but, I don't know, pointless. Alright, John Wick hitting 5-digit life point total here. But, at the same time, this clown control deck does have, like, a lot of inevitability. If it gets you pinned, it doesn't take that many turns to deal 10k. Okay, Breaker. Are we going to go after the face down, or are we going to try and pop swords and start pressuring? No Torrential, but he still has a Mirror Force, so this is kind of risky. But he's going for it. Mirror Force here would be absolutely unbelievable. Ooh, Regeki Break on Snatch Steal is also quite good, but Apop has the book. Ooh, that's a huge punish. So we get 28 on him. Three back rows. Might be curtains here, he's just up so many cards. Any monster you play just gets Dream Clown. He does have the heavy. He does have the heavy. Solemn out of Apoptosis. We're keeping those other two back rows around. Now, is that last card in Wick's hand some chaos? Ooh, it is not. We just try and punch the Dream Clown here. I mean, even Book is pretty good since you can just clown it next turn. Alright, we got just a minute left in the round here. Wick has dropped down below Apoptosis, so if it does somehow reach time, we will be able to win by doing nothing. But I don't think that back row is going to do it. I think this is just over here. Yeah, ring doesn't get you there. That is a win for Clown Control at today's GOAT World War. $12 cards left in deck. Pretty crazy to not see Pot Graceful or any Chaos Monsters, but it is what it is. Alright, this might be one of our last games going here. We're in game 3. Blues is 600. Alright, message both of these players letting them know it's turn 0. Two face-up Moths out of what appears to be a Chaos Control deck. Alright. So blue making a big push into Masha here. Snatch the deck of Impress, and now we got 3. We got a set flip, we got 2 face-up flips, and a Suki in hand. Masha's just passing. Is this just game over? Alright, looks like they've agreed to not shark over this. Alright, yeah. Alrighty, and that is round 2 of the GOAT World War II complete. Pop open the YouTube chat, see what my fans have been saying. Alright, so alright, should have pairings coming up any minute. Alrighty, and I'm seeing the hosting pop up. Going to give YouTube chat a chance to request a feature match before I just click on something that looks interesting. I mean, I guess we should probably prioritize a 2-0. You know who I actually want to get on stream this time is Necro. I think we deserve to see some real high-level gameplay. We've seen Clown Control, we've seen Grumple on return, but now I think round 3 it's time to see Mr. 2-0 Necro pilot Turbo. Alright, we're in Necro's lobby. I'm gonna quickly go boil some more water while we wait. Alright, does that mean someone else was hosting? Let's see here. Oh, and a 2 Thunder Dragon opener from Kov. I guess it's balanced out by the old Pot of Greed. We're just slamming Breaker into his turn 1 set. Could be worse. We just get a Deco. Alright, Duo into the Thunder Dragons. Let's see if we hit a real card. Yeah, Turbo extremely dead. We're going to see a top 8 of all Warriors today is my prediction. Not a Thunder Dragon to be seen. Alright, this Breaker with counter just walking around into these decos. Keeping stuff at parity, it's pretty good. I mean, eventually it's going to be a Spy though. And maybe he'll find the knock by then. Yeah, and there's the Spy. Standby ring from Necro. Now this is going to be really tough for Kov to get back from. I think, yeah, like Necro's 100% baiting Chaos here with this play. He's probably got Snatch Steal. Yep, there's the Snatch Steal. Spy's gonna go in on the Serpent, and yeah. Main deck Solemn's at a Necro would be huge here. I know he kind of likes that technology, because if we can Solemn a Storm, I don't know if Kov's gonna win this game. Okay, he does have the MST. Does it smart? He plays around the Dust Shoot, MST first, then add the Serpent. Yeah, pretty unlikely that Kov would have a flip out, so Moth is gonna go get the Snatch Steal back. No MST this time. Regeki Break pitch that third dragon could be nice. Oh. We're Wing Blasting. Oh, these guys are really playing as fast as possible. This game is not reaching time. Okay, well, a cheeky end phase set from Necro there. I don't know if that's regulation, but I guess we'll let it slide. Okay. One moment. Alright, yeah. Necro cleans up that game one. I'm back. More water for the tea. Alright, rock and rolling into game two. These guys are not wasting any time. They're playing as fast as they're siding. Alright, and Kov ripping duo off the jump here. Is Necro going to use the command? Okay, I'm going to assume we have Dust Shoots in the Turbo Mirror, so I don't know why we're using duo before Upstart. That doesn't make any sense. Into a quick, simple T-set. Upstart from Necro. Do we have an out to the back row? We're going for the set, rather. Going for Mind Control. Mind Control into Moth. Nasty stuff. He's adding back the Mind Control. Yeah. Alright, Tsukiyomi would be massive. Oh, and there it is. Holy. go for here? The do it up again. Okay, am I live? Fuck. Okay, I hope we are live. Oh yeah. Beautiful. Alright, end phase MST. On the new one, it's a Wing Blast. Alright, but Necro's got a Pot of Greed here. Alright, is Necro going to be kind and write the hand out for us? No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, maybe. Knock Wing Moth. Okay, so that set is the Tsukiyomi? Yeah. Or... Oh, I think I lost track of this game state a little bit when I was worrying about the stream, whether or not it died. Alright, looking pretty good for Kov in the game 2. I can see this going to game 3 pretty quick here. Thunder in. So I guess it's got to be Tsukiyomi down then. Or not Tsukiyomi. It's got to be like a Serpent down then. Sangan and Suk are both gone, and I feel like anything else is getting flipped off the Minecon. Bit of a premature scoop from Necro, but I don't think he was ever winning that game. Alright, Upstart Goblin T-Set. I'm going to see a blind Minecon get fired again here. I think we might. Let's see if Necro has a mind or a knock of his own. We're going Jog first, so probably not a Nobleman then. Ooh, cheeky little dust shoot on res. Now this is interesting because Necro didn't pass priority or give a thumbs up. This guy says I hold prio until... So he kind of went back against his own... Or he did the opposite of how he asked his opponent to behave, which is kind of interesting. Alright. Necro with the mighty 4 spies on his side of the board. So 36 in. Main phase 2 duo. And the duo hits MST, or no, sorry, hit Thunder Dragon, and he pitches Sangan. Okay, so he has some chaos going down. I think maybe I would have kept the Sangan tribute summoned over the spy, but So that okay, must have drawn the serpent off the graceful. BLS ring is 66 here. BLS Sork ring. Okay, are we just BLSing the set monster then? Oh, what? We're Sorking a face-up spy? Yeah, that seems... I mean, you gotta get the pressure off the board somehow, but that seems like a bit of an overcommit to me. Looks like it's gonna go +2 though, at least. Alright, Kov has a pretty big board now. He's actually pushed his advantage super well this game. Tsukiyomi's gonna delete the breaker, but we still have a ton of pressure on board. Might just send the wonder. Yeah, I'm sending the Sorkin too. That's, I think you gotta force it, and yeah, there goes the Mirror Force. Okay, I'm gonna assume that Necro's set is just a Serpent here. Okay, I lost the chat, unfortunately. If somebody wants to be a hero, a real hero, if they could take the pop-out chat link and message it to me on Discord or Dueling Book, that would be amazing. Right, let me see. Maybe Grumple's one works still. Alright, so yeah, drop the BLS, banish the Serpent, and now with no Mirror Force, it's going to be really hard for Necro to get back in this, barring like a Snatch Steal, and he's just passing, so... I mean, we have 42 on board with 2 sets. Could just be over. Okay, I'm confused, like... We have a Thunder Dragon in hand? No, they're all gone. I thought that was one TD in hand and Tribute Summon anything was lethal. Okay, do we have the Snatch Steal? We don't. We're gonna have to set a Regeki break and just rip it. Okay, he didn't take 400 there. Okay, yeah, Kov should be at 5 even right now. He didn't take the damage from that breaker attack. Oh, and it doesn't matter because Necro scoops it up. Alright. Any other riveting Chaos Turbo Mirror matches happening right now? No, but we have a Lefia versus Gangster Bro going into Game 3. That is a hot matchup. German and Swiss battling it out. Oh, the war's going great. We've got to watch some beautiful Chaos Turbo Mirror matches. We've got to see Warriors. I'm excited to see. I feel like the early rounds, you kind of just watch whatever's happening. But by the time people are reaching 3-0, 4-0, 5-0, you kind of, I don't know, it's fun to watch people when they're on a heater. I'm excited to see what's going down in a couple of rounds here. Okay, well, while these guys side, I'm just going to boil up a little more water. Alright, so we got a single set monster. Gangster Bro ripping a duo. Taking out Sork and Tribe. Haven't got the check in on Alethea today, but I assume he is rocking and rolling with the patented New Age Chaos Turbo, as it's being called. Alright, DD Warrior Lady coming down. That's a New Age Turbo staple if there ever was one. And a Gravekeeper Spy. For the defense mode Spy, are we going to see a knock here? Get some big pressure on Gangster's life total. Ooh, catching the Serpent with the Lady. I kind of want to banish here. He paid the duo life. Although I guess, yeah, if that's your only light, you might want to bait him into dealing with it the old-fashioned way. Alright, Jar of Greed getting ripped by G-Bro here. Six cards to six. Oh, not anymore. We got a Pot of Greed. That's pretty good. Yeah, so this is currently round 3. Both of these guys are 2-0 at the moment. And New Age Chaos Turbo is a bit of like a joke name, but it's kind of just like a Thunder Dragon, like Warrior, Gravekeeper Spy deck. He was playing Return in it too for a while. Honestly, the deck is kind of just like a more aggressive Chaos Turbo with like 1900 beaters and stuff like that. I don't even know if that's exactly what he's playing. This could be like a Flip Warrior. I don't know. I mean, it looks like it. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of just Chaos Warriors with extra steps. Insidious is telling the truth. Alright, and these two players got these spies staring at each other. Adding another set into the mix. It is interesting, he didn't banish the Serpent off DD Warrior Lady, and then he did banish one of the defense mode spies without a clear out to the other one. I feel like we go after, that's, yeah. Could be like a pretty big mind game here, right, of you banish the Warrior Lady, and then Gangster Bro goes, okay, he's going to assume I'm going to set Serpent with Warrior Lady gone, I'm going to set a real flip, and then Alethea exiles the real flip, because he's reading that, oh, there's no way he actually set Serpent, like the setup into the DD Warrior Lady banish was too obvious. Oh, if Alethea's got Angels in this deck, then it might just be Return with extra steps. I mean, it's pretty funny with this format in general. All the top decks play so many of the same cards that it's pretty funny to be picking and choosing these different names for them. I think sometimes you just gotta call a deck the right thing at the right time, and then the name will stick. Like, I don't think the Spider deck should be called Gumo Sumo very seriously, but they said Gumo Sumo at the right time, and now that's what the channel's called. Alright, these spies are just doing work. 36 in. please go to Mixstorm 9? I mean, I'm going to watch the rest of this game. If Mixstorm is still playing after, we can go take a look. Yeah, the Chaos Warrior deck definitely is a strong concept. We've seen a lot of people find success with it. I think it's also something a lot of less experienced players have a ton of trouble actually playing against. Alright, so Gangster Bro crashing some spies here. That will buy him potentially an extra turn? Okay, if we can stall him just with a single Snatch Stolen Spy, that puts us in a pretty good spot. Yeah, it's looking like, based on the math, going top 8 cut in a tournament this size, that we are going to have 7 people at X1 or better, with a single X2 player making it and every other X2 player facing the harsh reality of bubbling this event. Alright. So yeah, Gangster Bro looking a little more stable here. Lefia got the damage in, but this Snatch Steal is just gonna keep ticking it up. Alright. I mean, my thought about that Gumo Sumo deck was that they should have called it Drop Down, because it's a drop off beatdown deck. And I feel like calling it Gumo Sumo is like getting way too caught up on a particular card choice. And like, because that's the thing, right? Is like you could take that shell, and I do think you need the Gumos. Like, I don't think cutting Gumos is gonna make the deck better. But I just like, I don't know. I don't think it's a Gumo deck as much as it's like a drop off time seal deck. So calling it drop down, that's a nice name. I'm gonna keep pushing the drop down propaganda because yeah, I just think it's a much better name than Gumo Sumo, which I don't know, it doesn't tell the whole story. It's just cute. Alright, Alethea jogging it up here. That snatch getting Gangster up to 62 was pretty catastrophic. He had him dead to rights there. He gained 4,000 off the snatch steal. Unless there was an Upstart Goblin I missed, but no. Yeah, I got 4k off the snatch steal. That's super gnarly. Alright, Ninja Grandmaster at least can come down and clean up this defense mode Sork. I don't think... I mean, there's no lights in Graveyard. I guess Masha said that Lefty was playing Angels, so it's like maybe you have to go defense mode Sork there, but against the Rhoda deck, like, I don't know, I'm really worried about Sasuke. Like, if we got to hold the ring there, force him to maybe even do something like Search a Blade Knight and go after the face down, we would be in super good shape. This is awkward because it forces this Sasuke into the graveyard. It gives him the light that he needs. I mean, there's still a lot of ways Gangster Bro can just close this out right here. He's got Heavy Storm left. He's got BLS left. With Thunder Dragons in hand too, he's able to go Tribute Sork, drop BLS, that's 46. So if he does find the Heavy Storm, he could just end the game. Alright. So yeah, Chaos coming down. The defense mode Sork kind of, I don't know, having a lot of consequences on the game state, frankly. I think maybe you let him crash Angel there if he has it. Yeah, BLS is going to come down, get rid of that Sork. Yeah, this nasty level 2, if that manages to pop a real flip here. Ooh, yeah, Gangster Bro's in trouble. Because, yeah, I don't know. If that's like a discard trap or anything, I'm using it on that level 2 to NA the BLS, so I have trouble imagining what this card is. It's not Book of Moon, it's not Mirror Force, it's not Raigeki Break. It's not Torrential, because we would have absolutely slammed Torrential. Oh my god, and here comes, yeah, I mean, I guess Alethea is making the same call. He's saying, look, that back row's fake. Like, he's got 45 into 44 here. Why did we not Sakuretsu armor the level 2? What? No. What? Like, unless we have Snatch Steal in hand and we're just gonna go for game here. Snatch does it.